Hello students, I am Omkar Deshpande, lecturer, Department of Commerce, KLS Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belgavi. So in today's class, we will start with the types of plans. So when it comes to types of plan, the first one is objectives. Now objective is what would you like to achieve? That is what the objective. Every business when they start, they will set some objective. On that objective, the further everything steps will be depending upon that. But the first types of plan when it comes to in that, first one is objectives. The first step in planning is setting objectives. Objectives therefore can be said to be desired future portion that management would like to reach. Whatever the future positions are, what the future they want to become, that in well in advance they are going to set. That is what objectives. Objectives are very basics to the organization and they are defined as a ends which the management seeks to achieve by its operation. Now objectives are like an end. Objectives are like an end which management well in advance they are going to set it out. Therefore an objective simply stated is what you would like to achieve, the end result of activity. Now what you want to achieve, this is what objective, this is what the result, what the objective when you are going to achieve, this is all about the result what you have achieved it. Now if you see for examples, an organization may have objective of increasing the sales by 10%. This can be also be an objective. An organization is planning to increase their sales by 10%, or it can be earn a 20% profit from business from present what situation that they want to earn more than 20% profit. That is also, that can be also objective. They represent the end point of planning. Now what is there, it always represent the end point of what the planning we does. That's not objective. All other managerial activities are also directed towards achieving these objectives. Now here further what the things are there, the further what managerial functions are there, based on this objective they started performing it. They are usually set by the top level management. Now what objectives it is set by the top level management, the organization, and focus on the board and general issues. Okay, board of directors or the management, top level management, they are going to set this objective. This is what about the first types of plan. Second one, strategies. Now this is the second type of plan. A strategy provides the bold contents of any organizational business. It also refers to the future decision defining the organization, directions and scope in the long run. Now when it comes to strategy, when you set an objective, to achieve that objective, what are the strategies which you are going to frame? How the things that can be achieved? Already you have set what you want to achieve, but to achieve that, how, what are the things has to be done, that is what it is a strategies. Thus we can say a strategy is a comprehensive plan for accomplishing the organizational objective. What you have set the objective, how that objective can be achieved, that's what you are going to frame in the strategies. Whenever a strategy is formulated, the business environment need to be taken into consideration. So when we are going to set an objective, we need to frame us proper strategies for that. When we start framing the strategies, we take business environment into consideration, because as you know, business environment, that things are there which always keeps on changing. Okay, need to be taken into consideration. The change in the, now it's the change in economical condition, political condition, social, legal and technological environment will affect the organizational strategy. Now whatever the strategy it may get affected due to change in the economic, political, social and legal and technological. Strategies usually takes the course of forming the organizational identity in the business environment. So this is what about the strategies. And third one is policies. When it comes to policies, are like a general statement that guides in thinking or channelizing energy towards the particular direction. Now if you see the policies are all about the framing, that how, what the objective you have set. On that objective you have framed certain strategy. For the strategy, whatever the each and every activity are there, for that you need to frame certain policies. According to that policy only you need to work it out. That policy provide a basics for interpreting the strategy, which is usually stated in the general term. They are guides to managerial action and decision in implementation of strategy. What all strategy you have framed, to make that implementation you need to frame a certain policies. If you see for example, a company may have recruitment policy. The recruitment in the sense what, creating the employment opportunity, where in the recruitment process, in the sense what you are going to apply for. The company may have recruitment policy. When it comes to recruitment policy, in the sense of how you are going to conduct the interview process and how the employment, for that you are going to frame a certain policies for creating the employment opportunity, how you are going to select the employees for the organization. For that, the recruitment policy will be there. Pricing policy will be there. Before setting the price for the product, pricing policy is there, and according to that we follow, within which objectives are set and decisions are made. If there is an established policy, it becomes easier to resolve the problems and issues. This is the most important thing. When it comes to we frame the policies, according to that what happen, if any problems come, easily we can solve the problem. Okay, when there are proper policy, according to that the things are working. If in between anything happens also, we can easily solve it, or we can solve that issues. Okay, as such, policy is general response to a particular problem or a situation. Now it is purely based on the particular problem or a situation. Okay, they are policies for all the levels and department in the organization, ranging from major company policy to minor policies. Now policy will be applicable for both the things, whether major companies or minor company. When it comes to major company, again external factors are influencing that. For that also we have to frame the policy. And when it comes to minor policies, in the sense what internal matters, what it is, for that also we have to frame the policy. So this is what about a third plan. And the fourth one is procedure. When it comes to the procedure, procedures are the routine steps how to carry out activities. In simple words, steps taken to follow the policies. The detailed exact manner which any work is to be performed, they are specified in a chronological order. Now when it comes to the procedure in the story, it's like a particular steps we follow. For each and everything there will be steps. According to that steps only we have to follow. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. According to that only we have to follow. We have to follow in a chronological order. For example, there may be procedure for requisitioning supplier before production. Before you starting the production, requisition is the steps which you follow it. Procedure are specified steps to be followed in particular circumstances. In each circumstances, what are the steps which you have to follow it? They are generally meant for insider to follow. Now these procedures are meant for a purely insiders to follow those things. The sketch of steps or actions to be taken are generally to enforce a policies and to attain a predetermined objective. Whatever the objective you are set to achieve that objective, there are certain procedures or step by step which you need to conduct the work. Okay, policy and procedure are interlinked with each other. What the policies you have framed and what the procedures are, they are interlinked to each other. Procedures are steps to be carried out within the board policy framework. Now board is going to frame the certain policies. Policies, according to that policy, the procedures are being framed how that can be achieved. Now the fifth point is method. When you see the methods are all about prescribed way of procedure. Okay, how it can be followed. Now methods provide the prescribed way of manner in which a task has to be performed considering the objective. Once the objective state, which are methods are there, on that particular method you need to work and which method you need to implement it. It deals with a task comprising one step of a procedure and specifying how these steps to be performed. Each and every step we need to take into consideration for which particular procedure or policy, what method which we need to follow, that we have to take into consideration. The method may vary from task to task. Now here how it is there, a particular method what we adopt, it may change from one task to another task. Selection of proper method. Now if you follow the proper method, you can save the time, money and efforts, and automatically it will increase the efficiency. So this is what about the selection of proper method. So this is also one of the comes in the plan. Next is about rule. When it comes to the rules are specified statement that inform what is to be done. Now rules are particularly meant so that at what period of time, at what particular time, what you need to be do it out. They do not allow for any flexibility or a discrimination. So here how the things are there. When the rules are been done, there should not be any change in the rules. Okay, first thing. And second thing, it is there is no chance of getting flexibility here. It reflects a managerial decision that a certain action must or must not be taken. Okay, the rules are particularly meant where they have to follow it. It is like a guideline where they, according to that, they have to follow it out. Okay, they are usually simplified type of plans because there is no compromise or a change unless a policy decision is to be taken. When the rules are been framed, according to that, we have to follow immediate that can't be changed or it cannot be altered from time to time. Okay, whatever the rules are there, according to that only you have been following it out. Okay, so now this rules is also one of the types, one of the comes in the types of plans. Next point, seventh point, programs. When it comes to the programs are an in-depth statement that outline a company's policy, rules, objective, procedure, etc. Now what are the programs? The programs is all about the in-depth statement, outline a company, where they are going to frame certain programs. According to that program which we have to follow the procedure. Now see, policies are there, rules, objective, procedure, etc. These programs are important in the implementation of all types of plan. When we start implementing it, these are the things according to program which we have to follow it out. They create a link between a company's objective, procedure and rules. It is purely, now what the procedure, policy, rules, these things are there, they are purely interlinked with the objective. The first objective you have set, then policy, rules and regulation, they all are interlinked with the one program. Programs are made of top level management. Now all the programs, these things are which is done by the top level management. To support the primary programs, all the manager will make other programs at a middle and lower level of management. When the top level of, they already frame the programs, according to that they follow. But when it comes to middle level and lower level, even they frame certain programs that what are the activities should be done at what time. So in simple, program is all about detailed statement of a project, that how that it can be achieved it. And the last one is budget. Okay, now budget is what it's basically expressed in a numerical terms. It's all about cash inflow and cash outflow. Now when it comes to cash inflow, in the sense what amount we are going to gain whenever we have made a product, when we have sold it out in the market, what we are going to get the amount, that is what about cash inflow. And when it comes to cash outflow, what amount we have spent on the production activity or to produce that particular product, this is what about cash outflow. Now budget is a statement of expected result or expressed in a numerical term. It is a plan which quantified future fact and figure. It's purely depend upon facts and figures. Okay, for example, a sale budget may be forecasting the sale plan and control the use of cash. Now for sale budget, which we set it, how much we are going to receive, we are going to pay. So these are the things which we take into consideration. It is purely expressed in a numerical term. It's a statement showing the estimated cash inflow. We always estimate the cash inflow, at how much we are going to expecting cash inflow, and cash outflow over a given period of time, how much we need to spend it out. Cash inflow would generally come from cash sales, and the cash outflow would generally be cost and expenses associated with the operation of the business. So this is what about the budget. So after this, generally there are all types of plan we saw. But if they, for 2 marks question, they ask these kind of a questions in examination. These kind of a question which you may expect in examination. That is the first one is what single use plan. They may ask the question, what is a single use plan? Or for 1 marks also it may come, give the example of single use plan. Now single use plan in the sense once the plan is conducted, at any moment it cannot be changed. That is what it's called as a single use plan. Okay, now single use plan is developed for a one time event. It's a purely one time event or a project. Such a course of action is not likely to be repeated in future. Now it's going to be repeated in future. They are non-recurring situation. The duration of this plan may depends upon the type of the project. Now purely depending upon type of project, this plan will be framed. It may be span a week or a month. So it may be in a week or a month they take into consideration. A project may be something be only one day. It can be a one day, such as organizing an event, seminar or conference. So these are all called as a single use plan. You can take an example, budget. When it comes to the budget, once we frame, certainly automatically we cannot change it. Once it is framed, according to that we have to follow it. Or this is what about single use plan. Now another one is that the standing plan. When it comes to standing plan, is used for an activity that occurs regularly over a period of time. It can be designed objectives, strategies, policy, procedure, method, rules, program and budget. Now these things are there which you can change it off if emergency come, certain different situations, and according to that you can alter it or you can change it out. Example for that, procedure is an example for that. So when it comes to single use plan you cannot change it out, but when it comes to standing plan you can change it out. Even the standing plan, it may come for 2 marks as well as for 1 marks. They may ask the examples you may expect in examination. Okay, thank you.